Hi, I'm Paul Guaglini, Italian wine ambassador and sommelier, and today we are going to uncork some of the truths about Prosecco. So what exactly is Prosecco? Well, Prosecco is a very specific wine. It must be made with a grape variety called Glera. It has to be 85% of that. A handful of other grape varieties that are used in the blend. Doesn't have to be, but it can be. It also must be made within the region of Prosecco. The Prosecco region is actually quite large. It stretches across the Veneto into Friuli, Venezia Giulia. The real heart, the historic part of the Prosecco region is an area between two really tough to pronounce towns. One is called Colignano and the other is Valdobbiadene. It's not important that you know how to pronounce those names, but if you see those two words on the label, that is important because that means it's D.O.C.G Prosecco as opposed to D.O.C.
Wait, so does D.O.C. and D.O.C.G matter to the average consumer who's looking for a bottle of Prosecco?
You know, in most cases, I would say D.O.C. and D.O.C.G really doesn't matter that much, but in the case of Prosecco, it really does matter. The denominazione di origine controllata is a much larger area. The D.O.C.G is a much smaller area. It's located between these two towns, Colignano, Valdobbiadene, and this is the hilly historic region. The yields are lower in this region. All of the grapes must be hand harvested. You really do get a superior quality product in the D.O.C.G. So how is Prosecco produced? Well, unlike champagne where the second fermentation occurs in the bottle, here the fermentation takes place in a large tank called an autoclave. Sometimes it's called the Charmat method or the Martinati method. But this production method, of course, is less expensive and time-consuming than the traditional method where you do the second fermentation in the bottle. But it also really captures the essence of the Glera grape, that fruitiness, that brightness, and it's what makes Prosecco so appealing. If this video made you thirsty for a glass of Prosecco, here are a few of my favorite brands. I love La Bella and Sivilla Prosecco. They are absolutely great for mixing. My favorite Prosecco brand is Colalto. Colalto is one of those historic estates in the heart of the Prosecco D.O.C.G. They actually have single vineyard Proseccos. On the label, you'll see San Salvadore for the Brut Prosecco. That's a single vineyard, unheard of. On the extra dry Prosecco, you'll see the name Gaio. That is another single vineyard Prosecco, something you just don't see in the world of Prosecco today. And you'll find all of these at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.